Good evening, and my name is Servando. I'll be talking about my Tableau individual project today. So let's get started. Um, so this is all of my data. I have sales data, relationship with zip code, and then zip code with regional manager. I have made sure that all of the data has been put into strings, if not date or geographic locations. Um, so first I want to start off with my first sheet. Um, Here, the question was which category was the most popular? Obviously, office supplies was the most popular category just because it was a bigger bubble. Um, Sheet two indicates which segment for each category is the most popular. So, orange being corporate, red being home office, and blue being consumer. Obviously, consumer and office supplies was the biggest one, with a 31.05% total quantity sold among the complete data set. Sheet three just gives me an overall list of the office supplies product. I filtered it to only office supplies since it is the most popular category. And then the question here was which product out of this category was the most popular. Staples obviously got the very top one with 215, and then the Xerox 20 and the Boston 1900 electronic pencil sharpener got the least with only one sold. Sheet four um, is a bit more of our map. It shows us just location wise where the staples were sold the most and in which states. Darker blue being the most sold, and then lighter blue being the least most sold. I did filter this one in only staples just because that was the most popular product. Um, Finally, sheet five gives us the overall cost of goods sold, profit total, quantity sold, and sales total for the state of Texas. Why Texas? Texas was the most popular state to have sold more staples, followed closely by Ohio, Pennsylvania, and California at 24. So I picked Texas just to give, excuse me, the overall breakdown of what they sold. Their profit total was $48.44, with a sales total of 139.6. Um, and they sold a total of 39 staples, like you saw here. Um, that's it for all of my sheets. Each one seems to have an analytical meaning. This one being categories, sold, segments, it divided into segments, it its product breakdown, its geographical location breakdown, and then its overall data in profit total, sales total, and quantity total. I did add in my data source two more categories. It was the sales total, which was calculated by sales price per item times quantity, and then profit total, which was calculated by profit per item times quantity sold. Going into my dashboards, my first dashboard is just an overall view of the first three sheets. Just going a little bit more in depth into what category was popular, what segment, what category, or what product. Um, just a bit of that. Um, and then my dashboard two is more of an interactive one. So with this one, you get the same thing you have on sheet four and five, but this one you can click on different states and see what their cost of goods sold was, their quantity sold, their profit total, and their sales total. So you see as like we move to different states, like obviously um it gives like different data sets and things like that. Um, but it's just changing. Um, and then my story one just overall gives our most popular product, least popular product, um, most the profit total, and then as well as like just the quantity sold. So it just goes into detail a bit more and summarizes everything that I just went over in here. Um, my analysis shows just the overall importance of the breakdown of the data and just how to filter the data. Um, the conclusions that I've come up with is obviously Staples outdoes Xerox 20 and Boston 1900 electronic pencil sharpener by a lot. Some of my recommendations that I did say was um, either incentivizing like priced or discounts for those least popular items. And then as far as the segment wise, home office being least incentivizing and just making sure like we just out like reach out to that specific segment and see if there's anything in particular that they're not buying, why are they not buying it, and seeing as a producer how you could better that and then adapt to it. What I've learned about Tableau um, is just an overall how to break down your data, filter it, how to create relationships, and just all of the different types of maps that they have. Interactive maps is very outgoing to me. It just helps to show the data set in different types. Um, that is it. That's it for my individual project. I hope you guys enjoyed, and